everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are bringing you another video on our latest product, U RESIN BuildFX. Today we're sharing what sort of pigments you can use with BuildFX. We chose a wide range of pigments including water-based pigments, acrylic paint, alcohol inks, pearl powders, luster pastes, and 2 different epoxy pastes from our own brand and the Archery Creations range. We wanted to sample as many different types of pigments to show the different depths of colors and what pigments work best for when you get creative with U RESIN BuildFX. We mixed up about 300 grams total, which we've sped up at the start. Since this is a very thick paste texture, the mixing is very important. We'll be sharing an in-depth mixing video over the next couple of weeks. We were also filming some TikToks of this process at the same time, so please excuse any camera interruptions or extra hands that you'll notice poking in and out. We separated the 300-gram mix between all of our cups to delay the working time and make sure we had enough material for each of the pigment types. We weren't really creating anything, just testing, so we just used some cardboard and laid each of the colors down. We started out with mixing a water-based pigment first. This was the color Flamingo from the Archery Creations range. These pigments are well known for their use with Jesmonite. However, we found they created a really beautiful color with BuildFX, using only 3 drops of pigment. Next up, we mixed some acrylic paint. We added the same 3 drops, however found it to be very muted and decided to add a few extra drops. The color was better, but it was still not super vibrant. Alcohol ink was up next. We used boysenberry from the Ranger ink range. We again started with 3 drops, and similarly to the acrylic paint, it was very muted, so we added another 3 drops. This again helped, but didn't really create a very strong color. It was quite pastel, but still pretty. We then went on to pearl powders. Now we already know how this would work, which is why we use quite a dark color. While pearl or mica powders can be used in BuildFX, it will not appear pearlescent when mixed in the epoxy. If you want a pearl effect, we highly recommend dusting the powder over the BuildFX while it's still wet. Now onto our rose quartz luster paste from our own brand. This is an epoxy paste that we have formulated ourselves. All of our luster pastes have a pearl finish, however similar to the powder, it was not really showing the pearl look, but it did create a very vibrant and glossy pink. Our plum epoxy paste was used next. This worked perfectly, and a very small amount created a super strong and vibrant purple color. It also appeared super glossy once it was dry. Again, much like our own brand, we used Madeira Red from Archery Creations, another epoxy paste. A small amount also went a really long way and created a bold color with a glossy finish. When using acrylic paints or powder pigments, it is common for the BuildFX to be thicker than if you were to use an epoxy paste. However, we found that even though it was thicker, it was still usable, so all of these colorants will work. If you have any other questions on BuildFX, please feel free to leave them in the comments below so we can either respond or create another video around it. As always, we will list all of the products used in the description box below, which are all available on our website at www.uresin.com.au. We have Zip and Afterpay available with affordable shipping Australia-wide. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly videos. We'll see you in the next one.